Nice. Are we live?
Oi, oi, we're on. I don't know if anybody's in it. No, don't look like it.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
It don't look like anybody's in here.
Get a little drink on.
I've got mine coming. Well, I hope so.
Well, you do the talk, man. You're the host.
Is the old incense burning? All right,
buddy.
sweet as enough.
I'm just.
Well, we got absolute bugger all people in here, which absolutely sucks. So,
No, that's all right. You've done
but how you been finding it, Grommy? How you been doing?
Trip so far for the first leg has absolutely been blinding, dude.
Yeah, good. What would you say is the most prominent thing that you have done, so, apart from the surfing, of course, which freaking madness in a storm.
Yeah, dude, we'll get into that later because that's like the highlight. So, what we need to do is we need to just make sure if we've got this public.
It should be, yeah. Well, how would I know?
Well, hang on. All right, you entertain the guests and tell them
it
what
should
we're
be.
in for.
I just do what I do. Someone's come in.
There you go, the legendary Rick
and
himself.
Oi. Here we go. We're just banging this out. It's going to be shortish because we've got dinner cooking, and we're just talking about really what's been happening. My old Rosie Lee's coming in. Oi.
Delivered.
Lovely jubbly. Look at that, eh? Bosh tea
Thank you.
in a freaking china bucket. So we're just talking about the old trip. So how you doing, matey? You all right?
The big question is, can you hear us? Because that's always a good question to ask.
Yeah,
right?
we might want to get into that. Yeah, because I didn't set the mics up or nothing. I just threw it up there.
So they might just see us miming.
No, I doubt it.
Right.
I think he's because it switches over from this to the computer when I haven't got this plugged in. So did you see him get up on the board, matey? Did you see him get up? Because I posted a couple of pickies and like video, I think. So,
dude, that was so gnarly. But yeah, the highlight of the trip so far.
Yeah. What's the highlight?
Dude, I'm saying the poke bowl, bro.
Really?
Yeah, because that was good.
The poke bowl.
Yeah.
What is enough apart from food? Let's take food out.
So apart from that, just being embraced into the Buddha family.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm loving it, even down to the dog.
I know, right?
Where
bubbling?
is it?
What's that bubbling noise? Why can I hear a bubbling or a knocking? Oh, it's that because of the machine upstairs. The washing machine is on a tumble, on a spin, and it spins the wall.
But yeah, dude, seriously, like just being embraced into the Cockney Buddha, Floridian Buddha lifestyle.
Sweet. I'm glad.
Because it's been a banger.
I'm glad. Well, you're part of the fucking family now.
I know, mate. And I love it. Don't worry.
You've been there for the daughters as well. So you're part of the team now, mate.
Well, we might even get an elongated stay, depending on what.
I think that might be a possibility, Grommy.
Depending on what
it's not looking too clever.
Dude, I keep telling you though, man, like at the end of the day, case of us run, man. Whatever will be, will be. If I get an extra day out of it, I get an extra day out of it down here in the Florida.
You're either that or you're going to be travelling up there quite fast.
Yeah, like with a tailwind.
Yeah, you will make it quite far. And you know what? That's not out of the question either, because I know when I go back to England and because I always used to go back in February, and the jet stream comes down lower. So when I take off, you get the jet stream behind you, and it actually pushes you quicker. So on the way back, you'll be quicker than the way coming here because of the jet stream, the way the jet stream is. It takes me, I think I've done it in 6.5 hours going back.
Fair enough. But dude, like so for anybody that's watching that doesn't understand or know the situation that we're currently facing over here, and that is the fact that there's a tropical storm brewing in the Gulf. It's a little bit gnarly. We wouldn't want it any other way for the Grom tour. And after 5 days now, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're talking 5 days. It's been absolutely dreamy.
Yeah.
We checked out Cocoa Beach, one of the early days of the tour. If you've been watching the Grom vlogs, you know the situation. Family fun on the beach, real nice. We travelled down to Sebastian Inlet. Waves were just right. There were some little runners. There was like a dad and his boy out there catching some surf. It was epic because of just the drama that comes with this. Right, basically, there was a lot of faffing around and a lot of travel and no surfboard bought, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think this is like
for a reason, mate.
I reckon,
for a reason.
It survived. However, out of all of the days, today was the day that we went to A1A surfboard rental down in Cape Canaveral.
Where are we talking about? Which one? The one we just
A1A.
went to?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, A1A, Cape Canaveral. Yeah, Cape Canaveral area. Yeah.
Shout out to those guys because they sort of just right out. And yeah, we got on board and the sea was just cranking, dude.
It was a little bit. You're actually being polite, Grommy. Go on.
Yeah, let's just say, compared to some of the conditions that I've witnessed down here in Florida for the last 5 days, today was just an absolute.
Oh yeah,
mess,
it was freaking. When I looked down that bit that came in, that band that came in, when I was like, oh shit, hold up a minute. Because when I could look down the beach and I couldn't see down the beach because of the damn rain that was coming in. What's he saying?
Rick's saying he was worried about me. Dude, I wouldn't have gone out. I wouldn't have put myself in danger. That's not what I'm about. I'm crazy, but I ain't stupid.
Yeah, and we were there as well. It was like one of those, because we were going to go up in the motor and I'm like, I ain't leaving you on the beach. No way. And he's like, no, I wasn't saying that.
I'm good guy.
There's no way. Oi, Marie, son. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah. Hope you're doing all right. I sent you the old private one, Marie. I hope you got it. I mean, dog's come in on the action now as well. He wants a little bit of the old on the old YouTube, don't you, matey? Hey?
I reckon he's going to be a co-presenter before the year.
I think he's going to. He'll probably chew my ear off. So what would you say about, we're getting beaten about out there, right? So what would you say shit, I've just realised that was your first experience
in Florida. on the edge of a tropical storm.
On a tropical storm. I did say it was very point breaking.
It was hardcore, right? Dude. It was like the 100-year storm.
You should have put the Reagan there.
No. I didn't need anything else. What with that seaweed
parachuted in.
Because it was just crazy out there.
It was madness.
Yeah, dude. And I have never, until
Dan's
today,
in. Hey, how you doing, matey? How you doing, Dan?
Dude, today, this was the day where it tested what I've managed to sort of build in the last, say, few years, but predominantly on the lead up to this tour, man. Feeling those side currents on the beach was insane.
I've not felt that. The amount of years I've been down on the bloody beaches here, and that when I went out and then it was pulling like this way. It's always gone this way.
To the beach, dude.
But it was like this, and I'm like, whoa.
And like I know I'm like pretty much I'm like a matchstick in a stream. Like there is not a lot to me, dude. So like strap a surfboard to me and be like pummeled around on the edge of the seashore is not good vibes.
You
anyway.
Took a kick in a day, though, mate.
Dude, seriously.
I gotta fucking hand it there, because I tell you what, I went waist high out there, and I thought, oh, hold up a minute, that bit of a toe that was pulling, it was like, ooh, this under pull. So I got to hand it to you, mate. You went full on fucking point break.
Yeah, we were out there, dude.
Yeah, I was
fully out there. At one point, I was digging my toes into the sand. Yeah.
What's a grip?
Yeah, and I was being pushed backwards.
Yeah, man.
Like if someone come along now and pushed you while you were on one of these office chairs.
Yeah.
It was gnarly. Dude.
Yeah,
and then the most insane part of it all, and I've never witnessed this. Obviously, I'm just still a Grom, man. Like in the world of experiences.
If you had some of that experience, though, mate, you wouldn't even got to where you got to.
I wouldn't have gone out because I just wouldn't have been feeling.
Yeah,
safe.
you would have been tossed, mate.
To actually have, and this is going to be more for like the surf heads, but the peaks had got to a point where you were getting like lefts and rights, and you're getting kind of like closeouts on everything. It was just unreadable. It was madness. This time between the waves was just so short. So trying to get out over through the breaking waves and then turn the board and get into a comfortable sort of position to take off, it was just changing so dramatically, so quickly, trying to read anything, as well as being just chucked down the beach, man. Because a few times, dude, I was like trying to stay in the spot was insane. But there was a few moments, dude, where like you're getting two waves actually coming in and meeting. So instead of it being like an A-frame and coming up and breaking, you've got a wave going that way and a wave coming this way, and they're just meeting across waves.
Yeah, they were crossing over each other.
And I know that a couple of the surfers and so forth will say like that's getting into gnarly conditions, dude. That's like really,
I know there was no
dangerous,
there was no fucking dude. Tracy and I was sitting there while you were like when you went up beach, and I'm looking at, because further out they were breaking not too bad, where you could probably
beauties.
where they were spaced out quite nice as well, but it was getting out there, and it was like fighting. It was like fighting a fucking you know what you was. You was fighting the ocean to get to try and even get to that area, and there's no way there. Just beating the shit out of us.
See, Dan's coming in there with some good vibes, man, where he's saying you imagine trying to do that in like a 5'4" hooded wetsuit with boots and gloves.
What's 5'4" mean?
Really thick, dude.
Oh, mil?
Yeah.
Oh, got you.
And that'd be so, it's like wearing a giant resistance band.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then it fills up, right? Does it fill up with freaking air or water?
No, you get water in it, but it's more so, it's the resistance that you get on your arms. So try paddling.
Drags you down?
No, it's just it's like having a really restricting full suit, and then just it's just crazy, man. Because you're now trying to it's bad enough trying to fight the wave. No chance. I was out there in a rash vest and boardies, man. So today officially was the first time I've been out in the sea in a set of boardies and a rash vest, man. I was loving that.
That was called a rash vest you had on?
Yeah, dude.
But you had freaking marks all over you.
Yeah, that's just...
Oh, you got the shirt on. Good.
No, that. Yeah.
Sweet as that.
Dude, what does it say at the bottom?
It says, out of water, I am nothing. That's what it says. Out of water, I am nothing.
It's firing, dude.
Yeah. Out of water, you probably freaking survived today, mate.
So, Dan, no, this is my Medal of Honor today, dude.
Might have sorted you out.
No,
the
dude.
fact that Buddha's floating, mate.
Nah. I was going to go full inside joke and say it was the Gromage.
The Gromage, that's what it is.
It's the Gromage. And if you don't know, this has been an inside joke all week. So on the flight out, I went through duty free, treated myself to a little bit of fancy aftershave.
Oh,
and this one just labelled it Gromage.
Gromage, it's Gromage. All the bugs are attracted to him as well when he puts that on.
Dude,
we had mosquitoes in the car. We couldn't get them out of there. It's the freaking Gromage.
Haven't been bitten once.
Oh, I've been now, though.
Gromage.
Yeah, it's a Gromage. It's that stinky. That's just right. The freaking mosquitoes don't want to get near it. Hey, Gromage my ass.
Yeah. All of the stuff that's been going down, man. It's all about the Gromage. When we just rocked up to that car park, and there was those two, the guy and the girl paddling.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Obviously, if you're familiar with Florida, like Alligator Central, we rocked up into a car park, and shout out to Tracy on this one. She has been like the ultimate Floridian tour guide.
She knows her shit around here, mate.
And we rocked up to this little like obscure car park, and she was like, "This is a spot here. Like, if we're going to see anything, we might see something." The sun was just setting. It was an amazing sight. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the photos that are out there. And man, we rocked up. There was two people paddling. One like the guy was a fair way out, probably like 10 foot.
Yeah,
he was knee deep, man. He was knee deep.
Oh, you're talking about the couple on the ramp. Oh, yeah.
And like, lo and behold, maybe 25, 30 foot out, you just see this alligator, mate.
Yeah.
Pop up.
Yeah, it was not bad size.
Dude, it was epic. It was like a news reporter. We rocked up in the car. I blew the door open, got the camera record. There was like the most amazing sunset. An alligator come up and just do a thing. Grom Arsh.
Yeah, it's the Grom Arsh, mate.
Seriously?
Everything's been falling in line. We even had I've never seen
The dolphin?
the manatee that rose up. I fucking missed that.
You missed that.
That was at the, where was that? That was at the
Sebastian
Inlet.
Dude.
Which, I was more concentrating on falling on the
Alligator
arse.
Central. Dude, seriously. Although we went to an alligator
the wetlands let me down, man. I thought I was going to get rid of the Grom, like on that day. I thought, he'd been a naughty boy, gator. But the Grom Arsh was the Grom Arsh. So this place it's a wetlands park, and it's really, really nice. It's a really nice place, and it's in Bifflo. If ever you're in the area, there's Fort Christmas up the road. It's in the area called Christmas. Fort Christmas is really good to visit. Have a little walk around there. Grom put it on his. You put it on your channel. I think was it the last one? No, the one before the last. One before the new one. Yeah. And then you can literally go. I don't know, another 5-minute driving. You can go down and you can be on the wetlands. And the wetlands is really, really nice. But the water's been so damn high. It really is high. It's crazy high. And we're about to get dumped on again by like 4 to 8 inches, I reckon. But there's gators like just walking around people there. I mean, every time I've been, there's fucking giant gators, and they're just sitting on the side of the damn banks and shit. We go, this fucking one here, this one must have chased them away with a damn Grom Arsh. That's what it is.
We see one.
We saw one that was little, like this big. And then I'm saying to him, mate, they're giants. They're always about. But I'll tell you what, that water was high, though, Grom. Yeah. I'm not kidding you, matey. The last time I was there, it was a good, probably 3 foot, 4 foot lower than what it is now. I mean,
we got the shot, and you ain't seen the vlog yet, dude. And there might be some people that have already seen the vlog on my channel.
Oh, the last one? I ain't seen
that setup. So again, if you haven't checked it out already, the vlog went live tonight. 30-year-old Grom on YouTube. Go check out the vlog, and you will see the awesome effect of the Grom Arsh at the gate. Seriously,
the Grom Arsh is doing it. I've got to say.
And what was the perfume or the odor to toilette that we were coming up with you? Buddha.
Buddha.
Yeah, dude.
The Buddha. Hang on, what's Marie saying? Hang on,
so
we got some write-ups.
Did we go on an airboat ride? No, we've saved that one, dude.
No, we've had so much like because we spent 3 days hitting the coastline, looking for board shops, looking for boards. Got great education from some people down there as well, which was awesome because I think Grommy learnt a few things from some of the people that were in these board shops because I know shit. So I look at a board and go, I like that.
You've started to know some stuff now,
I'm starting to, the way they shape and what they do in the water and things. Yeah, I mean, I'm learning. We both learned something, right?
Yeah, dude.
So
don't paddle out on the edge of a tropical storm.
Yeah, don't go out in a storm. That's a good lesson.
Yeah.
So we what was I saying there? See, Grom, look what you're doing to me, man.
Well,
so we spent right. So we spent like three days or so like getting a boat, but then we're like, why don't you just rent one? Because I wanted to get his ass in the water. I didn't give rain, short. I don't give a shit. That it could have been 70-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm telling you, I would have stood there leaning into the fucking wind while he goes out there and does literally the point break, because he would have disappeared, and I would have been like, sorry, mate. Have you got the car key?
Yeah. Tour's cancelled. Next vlog, somewhere in Cuba.
Oh, Danny ain't coming. Why? Well, he decided he wanted to paddle out. So the airboat ride didn't really get put into play, even though we had it on the list. But there was a couple of things that didn't get put on the, get done that were on the list. One shooting, didn't really get to that.
Maybe.
But is always coming back. Makes you come back, doesn't it? Eh? Got to come back.
Exactly that. And if I'm honest, to think of the miraculous moments, the things you couldn't have even scheduled, it's just impossible.
Right.
Going to that manatee outlook spot and then getting a dolphin just crest out. Come on.
Right. And then the gator over by the tree.
Yeah,
that showed up.
There was just so many. I've lost track of how many moments there were this week that you couldn't have paid money for, dude.
Right. It's though when you plan things, sometimes it's like it's when you go off plan and you start freaking doing shit off the cuff, or you decide, oh, let's not go there, let's do this, and that's been happening. It's much better like that because I think it's good for us and all. Because we had it planned and everything just changed, and just
the Greek restaurant, Lily's.
I don't know if anybody's been. Was that Melbourne?
No, dude, it was just outside. But I don't know. You'd have to confer with the encyclopedia, Mrs.
Trace, where was the Greek gaff? Melbourne. Melbourne. So anybody in the central fauna area, there's a place called Lily's.
Lily's Mediterranean Grills.
Check his channel out again because you banged it out there, right?
Yeah, dude. It's all out there.
Right.
And you can find them on Instagram.
There you go. So go because I'm not on Instagram now, but go and follow. Go get on old Grommy's Instagram and on his YouTube channel because that's on there. Lily's Melbourne is fucking banging. It's Mediterranean Greek based, and I was able to get plant based because I'm plant based. Everybody else got these freaking fat bastards here. They all got freaking this. They look like freaking a bunch of animals walked in on a plate. Horrible shit. Terrible people. What's the matter with them? Anyway, so I got tofu and that, and I had these potatoes that she said, "Hey, the chef's cooked these up for you to try." And I love places like that. Good, right?
Yeah.
And you had that freaking whatever the dead animals you had on your plate.
Oh man, I had a bit of everything. I had basically a mixed grill, but like Greek style.
It smelled amazing.
Dude, it was blinding.
And the freaking hummus, right?
Well, dude, so this is the really crazy thing. This was the first time I'd ever tried hummus.
What?
Yeah, dude.
You've never had hummus?
Not until.
Oh, now you're spoiled, mate.
I know.
Well, unless you have Trace, because Trace's hummus.
I know, you've been telling me about it.
That's pretty pucker.
But I just threw caution to the wind with everything this week and was like, you know what? I've got another opportunity. Let's get some.
You've been banging it apart, mate.
The coffee and chocolate shop last night.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if Marino's about that gaff. What's it called? Trace? What's the chocolate gaff called? AJ's? AJ's Chocolate House in
Ass,
right?
Ass.
In Winter Park, right at the end of where opposite Rollins College at the end of Park Ave. It's right in the little like strip mall area there, and then you go in there and you can get some freaking absolute. If you want proper coffee, that's the place.
Can't explain the levels that the Grom come to.
Amazing coffee, and then chocolates. And this one turns up like fucking like the coffee guy made it. It's I don't know what the heck he turned up with.
Shout out to really awesome.
Yeah, right, there you go. I got your card, matey. When you see this, right? You're all over in the freaking US now, matey. All right. What's Marie saying? Tofu. Sorry, yikes. You ain't had it right. You ain't had it right. I tell you. I thought the same thing, like cardboard. It's not the same thing now. It soaks up whatever you give it. That's right. Have you ever had tofu? You ever tried tofu? See what the fuck? So you stick to that freaking dead animal shit.
Yeah, man. Last night I bagged a half rack of ribs.
Oh yeah,
the mac and cheese, and then like the pork end, like the scraps burnt up.
Oh yeah, the burnt ends.
Burnt ends, baby.
Burnt ends.
And then we went to this coffee shop, and seriously, I had this really over the top mocha with like trying to explain squirty cream or whipped cream because they kept thinking I wanted creamer, and I'm like, no, I want real milk.
What was you saying? What was you saying?
Can I have cream on the top of the goddamn thing?
Oh, and they thought creamer.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I want full fat milk. I don't want no creamer.
Yeah.
I like, look at me.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to say whipped cream.
Yeah, got there in the end, dude.
Yeah.
And then when I asked for a double espresso on the side, a duplo or whatever it is, dude. And then all those chocolates.
That freaking espresso was ridiculously good. It was smooth as well. It was like,
dude, fully firing. So I just give praise to that place.
Right.
Because I come out of there after eating like half a rack of ribs, nailing all that meat.
Right, you had the freaking ribs too.
Yeah, dude. They got to that place and we like 3 chocolates because the chocolates are absolutely something.
I mean, the play. If anybody,
bonkers, man.
Anybody comes over in the Central Florida area and doesn't go and have a look at that place, it's. We've just been introduced to it. Really, we found it. My wife goes looking stuff up, so we found that gaff. And 10 minutes for dinner. Oi.
What we got coming in there?
What we got?
UT
What they
does
say?
take on the taste. Yeah. Surrounding foods. So I'm saying, like, I'm assuming the tofu.
What's that? What are we saying?
True. UT does take on the taste of the surrounding
Right,
foods.
right. I would imagine you're talking about the tofu, Marie. Yeah, it does. You can marinate it in stuff. My missus has actually taken it, put a seaweed wrap around it, battered it, and fried it, and it tastes fishy. So it was like having fish. We put chips with it. It was like having fish. It's not the same as fish and chips.
Yeah,
no, I know. Says the man who ate the cow last night.
Yeah, dude.
But
I'm responsible for a small massacre while I've been in Florida, dude. That burger, burger in the diner.
What did you guys learn about each other that you appreciate now more than before?
Right.
I know mine.
Go on, then. You go first.
I know mine straight away. I know mine. I knew what, because I already knew you through talking and that, and we chat, not in the group, we chat together off and all that, right? But it was when I saw my girls interacting with you, my kids. That means fucking everything to me. If my kids disappear in their rooms and that, and they don't want to be around, that tells me something, right? But they've totally embraced you, and you've embraced them to a point where there's been situations that have happened since you've been here.
There's been some gnarly ones.
And I will say, everything's good, but my oldest daughter got in a pretty bashed up accident. Car might be all right off. We don't know yet. We're trying to figure it out. But she's all right. Everything's good. But I was in a different mindset then because, one, being the dad, I guess, but two, working with the anger and frustration and all that shit. And this guy stepped up to a point of seeing the interaction that he had with my eldest daughter when she came in, and the hugs and that, and the love that was shown, and then the fact that my youngest daughter is talking to you on a level to where like she's interested in talking to you, it says everything to me. So that to me was that next step of like, you're in. It's so no, that was a big thing for me. What else have I learned about you? Your fucking stubbornness. You're a fucking stubborn fucker. Oh my God. You're trying to, there's been signs, and Maria will understand this, and Dan will too, actually. But there's been signs with listen, Dan, I'm going to give you a challenge, mate. You've got to get him off the freaking cigarettes, dude. Right?
How many lighters have I bought?
This is a joint effort. It keeps, there's signs showing up. The first time we was in a car, he gets out of the freaking car. He goes, right, I'm going to light up. And he goes, I ain't got my, oh, the beach. That's where it was. I ain't got my lighter. So we go back to the motor.
Not there.
No lighter to be seen. And I'm like, that's a sign. Don't do it. So we, mind occupied, we're on the beach. We're doing, that was the other interaction with my girls and with my family, with my, Tracy and the girls when you were in the water. So anyway, so we go back. No, so good. He was good. Brilliant. And I'm like, this is signs, Grommy. This is signs. So we left. We was going to get something, some nosh. And he goes, I've got to get a light. Okay, give him that.
Went a few hours.
Went a good space of time. So we know he can do it. So there was a nice big chunk of time that went by. I don't know who that is. There was a nice big chunk of time that went by where he wasn't doing this at all. Like sweet as a nut, right? But of course he's back on it, yeah. So and then when was it, today or yesterday? What was it?
That was last night.
Was it last night? Oh yeah, last night. So all of a sudden loses his lighter again. I'm like, when are you going to get a freaking clue that something's telling you you're on a? I had this big long conversation walking up to the beach. I thought he got it, but this too strong. Stronger, innit? Eh? Doesn't want it hard enough, does he? Anyway, so so he lost it. So I'm like, listen, this is a sign. Give up the cigarettes. Give up. So Dan, I'm telling you now, matey, I'm handing him over. I'll
take him to the bar and he can drink cheap American beer and smoke cigarettes. Amen to that.
Terrible. One, I thought you were going to be a freaking on mine. This is terrible. Oh, Adam, all right, mate. I wonder where you've been.
Yeah, legend.
How you doing, mate? All right. Wonder where you've been at, mate. Wonder where you. I hope you're good.
Hope you're good, yeah, mate. I like.
I thought Dan was going to be on.
No, Dan's on it, man. And shout out to Buddha Bing 07.
Buddha who?
Buddha Bing.
Buddha Bing.
For the lads like.
Big up all crew. Who's Buddha? Do I know anybody Buddha Bing? Because I'll tell you what, make yourself known if I actually know you. Because sometimes I don't know the damn tag names. But if I don't know you, welcome in. This is Grom. Go to his channel, go and check him out. This is the first time I've met him. I met him last Friday when he came in. Banging geezer, got an everyday channel going on.
Trin,
that he puts out there. Trin's on, all right. My daughter's in.
I think we're definitely getting into that 10-minute mark, dude. But I was gonna say, you said about the question back up here. What did you guys learn about each other and appreciate more than before?
I did mine, right? Yeah.
Do you know what I've learned?
What's that?
That I'm knocking you off the tour as of like tomorrow, dude.
You're knocking me off of what?
Off the tour, dude.
Oh yeah,
I've been in the US for 5 days.
Yeah.
And nobody's commented on the fact that I'm English. How many people have commented on?
Was that where you were going, you arsehole? I'm thinking he's going, oh, like, really? Oh, it's going to be sad. Then I'm going to...
All I've wanted is someone to be like, oh my God, you're English. Walking around with a Cockney Buddha. I sound more American than he does, man. I've only been here 5 days.
No, you don't.
No,
I'm from whereabouts in South London? You from whereabouts? Let me know. I'm from South East London, Woolwich, South East London. I'm in. I was going to use the name Cockney Buddha, but then I was
so it was already. Oh look, right. So I'm claiming you going on about signs.
Beautiful.
That's the sign, man.
Thank you. Tooting, shit. Yeah. I know where you're at. Yeah. We're going to go a little bit long. Hey, Trin, because she's on it, so I'm going to communicate through Trin.
See?
Look, my friend Carla was even like, wait, he's British? It's because
you're a proper Cockney, whereas
I'm not done. Like, see this, but you know what?
All right. Loosely, let's use the term. But come on, you've been here 30 years and you've still got an accent, right?
Oh, I have, yeah.
Because the gardener was like, the gardener in the other day was on the phone to his like baby's mama or something, or his bit of stuff, right? Right. And even she was like, "Here, is that bloke British?"
Yeah. She was laughing. She might be an arsehole.
Oh my God, check out his accent. And you were like, yeah, he's British. And I was like, yeah, you're all right, bro. And they would just like look back at each other and carried on.
How do you want me to talk? I can't help it, mate.
I think we need to get you. I've got to teach you to start saying the word arse again.
Arse.
Better. Trini. Yeah, dude.
Trin, let mum know I'm going to be. Oh, sorry, Trey. Hey, Trace, join a little bit. My wife's in. Trace, say hello, because there's people in here. There's a geezer from Tooting in here. But the Buddha Bing 07, he's from Tooting, South London. Brilliant. Get in.
And if anybody wants a tour guide for Florida, Tracy's the lady.
I'm telling you now. No,
seriously,
you're not fucking wrong, mate.
She is like the tour guide.
I even said to Tracy the other night, I'm like, hey, listen, fucking, you've been on it. You've been on it, Tracy. Let's say Tracy's my missus, by the way, if anybody doesn't know. Yeah, she's been on the ball, mate. She's been like, right, she knows all the
legend, dude.
Yeah, she knows the spots and all that. And that freaking, I like, yeah. I know my side of what I know. That she knows.
Yeah, she knows where everything is in Florida, dude.
Yeah, she knows.
But it's all of the little gem spots, dude.
Yeah, China, sweet. Yeah, she knows all the little spots. She knows where to go. Little spots. Oi, Trace. Hey, that's the geezer from Tooting.
That's the geezer. 30 years deep in Florida.
So what was your thinking like when you landed? What was going through your head when you landed? Because you've never been in the US.
No.
So what was you thinking when you landed in the US? I've got to tell you, I was shitting it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Because
why do you think I was just going to be a complete arsehole?
I know. I just didn't. I never met you. I never met you before, and I wanted everything to go. That's what I was saying. I just wanted to get you in the bloody water because it was like that was the I know, yeah. But shit, it was like tumble dry.
Yeah, don't worry, we got there. We got there.
So what was on your mind when you landed? How was you like?
Do you want the honest response or do you want the funny response?
This is all about getting real, Grommy.
Where the bloody hell can I get outside and have a fag? Like, been on a plane, man, for like 8 hours plus some because the goddamn computer on the plane didn't work.
By the way, people remember
cigarettes.
He has no fucking. All right, he doesn't mean. He means cigarettes.
Yeah, no, like smokes.
Smokes, right?
Yeah, I needed a smoke, man. And then like, I just thought, obviously, basement pickup, whatever.
You disappeared. He wasn't even in. Hey, by the way, though, we got told 3 different places. We went to Delta, they told us one place. Went to Google, they told us another place. Then we went to the damn, what's it called? The information people, and they told us to stand where we were standing. You buggered off somewhere. I don't know where you went. You went downstairs somewhere. I don't know.
Did you ever go to the Wimbledon Buddhist temple?
No, I actually haven't been. I follow. If you go back and look at some of my videos and that, it explains it. But I don't really class as any one thing, even though I'm very much following the Buddhist path. But it crosses so much over with Hindu too that I listen to everything that makes sense. So, Buddhism, Taoism, Hindu, whatever speaks is the direction I go in. So I've only been on this journey for how long? How long have I been doing this, Gronny? 7 years, 6 years, really. Because the old. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Like, remember when I said to you the other day? It's like I've known you for fucking God knows how long. So it's like I'm not talking to you like I've known you for years. But 7 years, all right. Trim, like 6 or 7 years, right?
Yeah.
So I only started this journey about 6 or 7 years ago, and part of that journey was meeting this guy. So as my journey started, I started getting more and more into the looking at people on YouTube that I could follow that made sense, that had a positive vibe and everything like that. And this guy turned up and I made a comment. He commented back. That was it. End of story. So that's why he's sitting here right now, right, Grom?
Yeah,
that's why you're here, mate. This is what they call religion, wisdom, traditions.
I thought that was an epic comment.
That's a brilliant comment. Yeah, I mean, I know Grom follows a very, solid mindset, right? Where do you go with this kind of?
Oh, this dude, that's another one for another one.
I know he goes deep, but you are spiritual. There's no doubt about it. If you want to be surfing.
I'm going to give the short answer because I know that otherwise the boss is going to come in and I don't need to argue with the boss.
She's actually on here.
I'm arguing with the boss, dude. Cold Ash reality for me, I believe in Mother Nature.
Right, which is that spiritual
energy, power, and regardless of if we're here claiming anything or not here claiming anything,
right,
she's going to keep on making the seeds grow, the birdies sing.
Well, you found out the other side of that today, didn't you, Grom?
That's what I'm saying, man. I class that for what it is, but I wouldn't knock any religions. I'd take little bits from lots of stuff.
Right.
From Taoism to Buddhism, Hinduism.
Right.
But again, it gets a little bit muddy because obviously some people would say that obviously you wouldn't necessarily say Buddhism is a religion.
Well, I don't. I say it's a philosophy.
So this is what I'm saying, and I'm just I like to try to stay open-minded, and who knows.
It's the best way to be is keeping an open mind. So many people are fucking closed-minded.
All about.
I mean, I used to be like that. I used to be very closed-minded, and it just gets you down a freaking hole that you don't want to go to because you end up not hearing shit but what you want to hear.
There you go. Trin's saying I'm the same way.
I'd love to jump on and chat to you guys. Proper vibe. Oh, listen. There's a Sunday. Grom's always does a Friday. He's got a Friday. If you get on Grom's channel, are you still out there as the Grom or the 30-year-old Grom?
So the on YouTube is still 30-year-old Grom, but the page will say Grom.
Okay. So go to 30-year-old Grom on YouTube. He does every Friday evening. He does a. Tell him about it.
So I do basically a Friday night live show, kind of just completely away from the mainstream. So I do a new section that is like just funny, uplifting, kooky, Fruit Loopy, tin hat wearing stories. Try to just bring a little bit of good energy, set you up for the weekend. We just sort of do a bit of an old school. What I'd like to think, what I aim for is like an old school, late 80s, early 90s Friday night sort of TV vibe. Yeah. That's where we aim. But yeah, man. And obviously you do Sunday ceremonies or Sunday sessions, whatever you want to call it.
It's like coming to church.
So definitely, it's epic. The boss.
All right, we'll be doing it. We're set. We've got to say it. You know, the old sod arse.
Just to kind of wrap that up. So to Buddha Bing, dude, follow this guy, and yeah, you definitely need to get on an interview with the two of you and just talk, man, because that would be awesome.
Well, he's talking about a vibe that we got going on here, I think, right? Is that what you're talking about, mate?
No, dude.
That's what it looks like.
If you ever do a StreamYard live, I'd love to jump on and chat to you guys, proper vibe. So as of Mother Nature, tomorrow, dude, I'm off to New Jersey. Well, I'm actually off to Pittsburgh to hook up with the legendary Dan Cobb, who was in the comments.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing a bit of a tour for the minute. So the Friday night lives are kind of a little bit sketchy. I'd love to put one out while I'm out in the US.
Just sub it.
Who blooming knows? Oh, dude, you're an absolute freaking legend. But once I'm back to the UK, I don't see why we can't get on a little thing. But then I reckon a Sunday, if we get the interview on, because I'd love to hear you two guys talk.
Well, I'm starting up. I've got a Sunday morning thing going on, matey. At 11 a.m. Eastern US time. It's 5 hour difference, isn't it? Yeah, UK. Yeah. 5 hour difference in the UK. Pittsburgh. You need a passport for that. Pittsburgh.
I've got the passport. It's called Dan Cobb, dude. Yeah, it's all about the Dan Cobb.
Right. Oh, shit, matey.
Check down.
How you doing, matey? Are you good?
So the plan is I should be in Michigan at some point over the next 2 weeks, but it's going to be pretty much a strike mission, dude. In and out. If I get a chance to surf, I will do. But I'm hooking up there with a long-term friend and a viewer of the vlog, and there's probably more chance that I'm going to go do some line dancing, dude. So yeah, watch the space on that one.
So 11 a.m. Eastern time, but it's a 5 hour difference. You're 5 hours ahead of that. So what was that, 4? 4.
Yeah. It's usually like if I'm home, if I'm the other side of the pond, like it's 4 o'clock.
It's 4. You're
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So 4 afternoon, I get on. I do a Sunday live. I do meditation in that because I keep it within the journey part. It's all wrapped around mental health. And then I have a chat. Sometimes it comes off like this, where we just have a laugh about things. I try and wrap it around something that we can keep more on the serious side too. It's about, and the same with Grom. Yeah, 4 p.m. mate, English time. Yeah, you got it. But Grom ain't. Grom is 5. What time are you? 5?
No, so for you it's 5. I do 10:45 on a Friday night.
Shit, see, reckon I'm going American time. Say it again.
10:45 Friday night live. Got a ring to it.
10:45 English time, not
yes,
10:45.
Because I'm not usually here. This is just pretty much the Grom tour.
Right, sweet as a nut.
2024, baby.
Now listen, we got a storm buzzing into us. If you haven't noticed, but if you go on Grom's channel, because you'll see him out there in the bloody water getting tossed around like a bloody washing machine. But we
need to
if you're able to grab some Michigan waves, give us a shout and come surf with us and chill.
That'd be epic.
All right, sweet. So what was I saying? Forgot what was I saying? I'm coming, Trace. I'm coming. Give me a second. So that his plane may be grounded. We don't know yet because the way the storm's going, they're talking about a Cat 4 when it hits land. Now it's gone up, which is ooh. So if the damn plane is grounded, then we'll just, because we ain't going to be able to go anywhere. And as long as I've got power, maybe we'll jump on here and do a live. But if you keep checking with us, I'll bang it out there, and then and we'll jump on like we did tonight. But yeah, just tune in, mate. Sunday morning, tune in, Grommy on Friday night, and I've got some interviewing stuff that I got in my head that I want to do and put out there live and all. He's going to be one of them, even though I've interviewed him already. Go and check that out. It's a 4.5 hour interview. So go and check that out. All right. We're gonna wrap it up because we've got grub out there and we're doing sausage and peppers and Italian style.
Gonna get my eat on
in a bun. Right. Grommy, I'll tell you what, good job he's been doing all that. Good job you're doing all that exercise, mate.
Have you been impressed with the amount I can eat?
You fucking been polishing it away, let me tell you. He's been
body food.
You have been demolishing. You ate a cow last night.
Oh look. So we've got Cody starting 99 or 999.
I don't know.
Such a shame you've come in at this time.
Yeah, because
we're
we got to
checking out.
And Marie,
it's not truly real.
It's actually not tofu sausage, Marie, believe it or not. But it does taste like sausage. If you're going to do a freaking veggie-based sausage, Impossible Burger does an absolute killer one. It really tastes like Italian sausage. He's about to get tested on it.
So on that note, huge shout out to everybody that's been in the live chats, and especially for the new viewers. On that, maybe we will have another live before I move on to the second leg of the Grom tour. Who knows? Watch this space. But most of all, and most importantly, come and check this guy out on a Sunday because his sessions are epic.
And go and check this fella out on a Friday because he bangs out a good live and all. Yeah. So come and check us out. We keep the vibe, we keep it nice, we keep it lively and kind of on the happy side, even though it's all wrapped around mental well. So it's goodbye from me and goodbye from him.
That is.